How's it going, everybody? Well, I'm starting the bunny enclosure, and what I'm doing here is I'm pounding a 2x4 into the ground. All right, so this is what I'm using here, and basically this drives into the ground, and then there's screw holes here that I can actually screw the 2x4 to. And like everything that I've been building recently in our garden area, I've been using these rough sawn 2x4s. So they're cedar, and because they're not milled, they're rough sawn, they're not taken to that like smooth finish. We like the look of that because it gives kind of a, you know, kind of a rustic look, and it's a little bit beefier. A 2x4 that you buy at the store is actually not 2 inches by 4 inches, but this is. So it's a little more solid. I've noticed that these have not warped or bowed, so it's good for putting up and for the most part staying straight. So all right, I'm gonna get to work here. So I'm just gonna lay these 2x4s down on the ground between my my posts, just to kind of make sure I'm going in somewhat of a straight line. I don't have to be exact with this, so I'll lay down another one there, and then I'll know where to put my next post set. All right, so now that I got it screwed in there, I'm gonna get up on the ladder, and I'm gonna pound it from the top with the sledgehammer, because I want that 2x4 to also go into the ground at least like 6 inches. The base is in there, but I want the 2x4 in there too. All right, just 17 more of those to go, and we'll be all done with that, and we can start putting the metal wiring on. Up here comes Casey coming to check on my work and probably add to it, I'm sure. Did you hear that?
I did. But it's looking good, and I'm just kind of checking up on Jason because I want to make sure that it's exactly how I'm envisioning it. Nothing's worse than when somebody's already getting further along on building in the project, and you walk in and you're like, okay, this is not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So, but usually we're right on the same page.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
We're good. He's doing a good job. He's got some posts up.
Yep.
Good.
Making progress here.
Yep. Nothing I could fire him over yet.
That's right. Got it. Thanks, Taylor.
So we just cleared out the mini little window box on the kids' science shed, and they are so ready to get the warm weather and spring season started. So we're gonna go ahead and get it planted up because they already have the whole inside already springed up and summered up, and they've been out here exploring, and we just have to complete it for them so that way they feel like it's more like spring. Are we ready to go get some violas? Yeah, we're gonna do some violas. They also have some pansies, so we'll go see. We still have homework to do, but it's so hard to focus on homework when it's so nice out finally, right?
Yeah, she hit me.
You girls are crazy. They're so excited. This weather is making them crazy. Crazy. There's so many pansies to choose from in here. And it smells so amazing. I really wish that you guys could smell this in here right now. It is so sweet. It smells like a floral candy. But there's so many to choose from. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. Woo! Let's come over here by the violas. Oh, look at this cute little pastel mix of pansies. Oh, this looks like a little Easter mix. So cute. I always love these. They're so pretty. The penny blues. It's like a glowing blue. And it's more blue than what you see here. Right here, it looks almost like purple. Oh, these guys are so cute too. They're so adorable. Let me get them into focus for you. There you are. Look at you, gorgeous. So beautiful. And then we've got all the bright yellow violas. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a hard time choosing. Look at all these, so pretty. Ooh, all of the blotch pansies. They always have that beautiful dark center. Ooh, these are pretty. They're more of a pink. They look red on here, but they're more of a pink. That's really pretty. That's gonna be a must. And look at this really light, pale, like chiffon yellow. Oh my goodness. These are a must. The faces on them are huge. So gorgeous and dainty. Oh, awesome. It's not shopping season. What are you doing? I mean, it is shopping season, but it's not time for that wagon yet. We only need a few pansies. All the greenhouses are so full. This is the impatient greenhouse, so all kinds of shaded, beautiful flowers. And then over here is a nice little variety mix of cute little annuals for your flower beds. Oh my goodness, look at these dahlias! Ah, gorgeous. These look like a beautiful, beautiful sunset. Oh man, look at those. Oh, that is awesome. That looks like a sunrise. Oh my goodness, you guys, how am I gonna handle myself this year? Oh. And look at these geranium baskets. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. Ooh. Oh, I'm already in trouble and I haven't even started. All right, girls, let's go. All right, so let's see. These were our choices. We went with a nice little mix of pansies and violas. So not all of these are for the window box because there's too many plants, but we're gonna do a nice little mixture. Hey Dad, we're just getting some pansies and violas. We're getting some pansies and violas. Yep, you calling it a day finally?
No, I gotta go to Racine yet and close up that place.
Oh, okay.
Just cleaned all my eggs up.
Nice, yeah, Dad's got eggs for sale in the shed. Oh, I love those. Those are really cute little wreaths. Did Mom do that?
She bought them, I think.
Bought them, but I'm sure she added the ribbon. Oh, that is so cute. Where did she get those? Oh my goodness, I want that.
Good? Good.
Coming in to get some of my dad's eggs. They're open to purchase if you want. Yep. And they also have the pansies and violas for sale. They have their wagon out so you can help yourself, and they have a money box. Oh, look at their Sandy. Grandma's the professional shopper.
Hello.
Hey, Grandma.
Grandma. I just came back from my eye test.
How'd it go?
Wisconsin Vision. It was wonderful.
Good. So you can
Wonderful.
see.
All machines. Take care of all your eyes. Yeah.
That's right.
No breaks. What's going on here? We come back and he's sitting. No.
Well, one of the things that I put in the ground, I decided that it was in the wrong spot. It was like too far out, so it took a while to get that thing back out of the ground.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
back to the back-breaking work.
Oh,
Yeah, so, but yeah, it's coming along. I'm happy with what I got done so far. So.
Yeah, we picked out some good pansies and violas too, so.
Ooh, for the window box?
Some for the window box. I thought maybe just some planted in the house too a little bit,
yeah.
you know.
Yep, that'll be nice.
I don't like to do like a lot of containers outside with them because then it's like we plant them up soon anyway, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not worth all the trouble.
No. No, it's not. It's not worth the trouble.
It is looking kind of cool though. You can tell like the structure of what it's gonna look like, you know.
Yeah. Yep, another vertical structure being added.
That's gonna look really neat, just having like this thing kind of over by the science shed. It kind of expands that area too for the kids to play with their bunnies and to explore.
Yep, and we'll have a portion of it will be covered too.
Yeah.
With like a roof structure, so it'll give some solid shade. And then
we'll have to do the roof structure because that'll keep other, you know, predators out and stuff.
Well, so most of it'll just have like the wire mesh over the top.
Yep. Yeah, that's
then
fine.
Some of it'll actually have like a roof structure for, you know, if it's
protection.
raining too,
Yeah.
and,
yeah, that's a good idea.
And shade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. And I figured too, leaving these just raw as is, to add a little almost kind of matching like the deck. I figured if they were painted black, it'd just be like too much painted black.
It's gonna look really weird and unfinished.
I don't think so.
It's just because he doesn't want to do it. Look at.
Well,
what's gonna make my job
seriously,
easier?
That's one reason, but I think otherwise it's like too much black. We have everything else painted black. So
No, I know, but I'm saying like, you know,
it'll match the.
we could stain them or something, you know, like the color of the deck and stain them a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, we could.
It'll just hold it nicer too.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we'll have this conversation off camera. No.
Right.
I knew I'd find you girls in here.
You're coloring.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Yeah, they love their little science shed. And I just ordered some new little towel curtains because these ones are for fall time. These ones are kind of more like for that Halloween time. Even though, I mean, they're really for any time, but for like spring and summer, I love adding a ton of color. I don't like all this muted, just black and white colors here. I like lots of color.
But I want to have a sleepover in here because it's like kind of dotty.
Well, no,
I'm
we wouldn't have
sleeping in here tonight.
No, he's lying.
Oh, yeah. It's the first window box of the season, getting planted up.
Yep.
It's not that giant one you see on some of our videos, but it'll still look beautiful.
It will. It'll be pretty. It's gonna have the first colorful flowers of the season.
So what are you putting in here?
A mixture of some violas and pansies. So we're just adding in some of the growing mixture here. One of my favorites.
Okay.
By Jolly Gardener.
Mama.
All right, I'm getting my Osmocote in there. Mix that in there a little bit. Hey Lana. We're coming into our rainy season here, so if you don't add the time release fertilizer or anything like that, it kind of gets a little hard to add any fertilizer because we usually fertilize through our water. So if we're not able to water it because it's constantly raining, then that's where Osmocote comes in and saves the day during the rainy season. I always just make sure to really clean up my plants before I plant them. Just get them in there. I leave a good amount of space from the surface of the soil to the surface of the top of the window box. And if you feel like you need more soil in there, you can always add a little bit more. I might need a little bit more. It kind of settles once you start planting, but I always like to leave a good amount of space so when you water it, you don't have water overflowing and then you end up with this big dirty mess on your patio or wherever your, wherever your window box is. I'm just mixing without a plan. Just kind of, having fun, being creative.
Don't make me open the door again.
I think it's time to add some bright color. You can never go wrong with oranges and yellows.
Yeah, that'll look nice against the dark siding.
As you can tell, I really like to stuff my window boxes.
She's an overstuffer.
But in spring, it's really hard for them to take off. Like, even though that they are a cool flower and they'll still grow, it's just not the same when you get these cold temperatures at night, in the morning, and some of these gloomy, rainy days during the day. It's just a lot of the days. It's just never really great growing conditions for anything. So instead of waiting for it to fill in, I'm going to just kind of, you know, push it forward on my own and make it happen on my own.
Oh, look at that. It looks good.
Looking super cute.
Yeah.
And I think what I just want to add now are just a few of the corkscrew willow cuttings.
Oh yeah.
I think that gives the ultimate like Eastery springtime feel, because then they'll just be like, you know, wooded whips when you put them in there. But if the soil stays wet enough, they'll actually kind of root, and they should get green leaves along the stems. So I'm gonna go do that.
Those will look really cool. Give it some nice height in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
So these are the corkscrew willows that I just clipped. So we're just gonna kind of, you know, stick them in there, just play around with them a little bit. So I know it's a little difficult to see on camera, but in person you can really, really notice this. So these are actually perfect in bouquets as well. So they'll actually green up in your bouquet if you have them in a vase with water. And I have those inside the house. I'll show you that too. So I just cut some of these today and placed them in a jar in our house. And then they get these beautiful green leaves on them, and then they will all be their own individual shrub. A lot of times I'll put 2 or 3 together, just so that way it ends up being like a multi-branched shrub, and it's really pretty, but you don't even need to do that. So we have fun with it in the house as decoration, and then once it roots and gets its leaves, we can then go ahead and plant it out in spring. I'll show you the rest of the decor another time. My house is a pigsty right now because we live in there. and it's just like, I mean, on days like this, who wants to stay in and pick up and clean up, right? I like to keep my house clean, but it doesn't always stay that way. And it's like, you know, I don't really feel like showing you all my pillows everywhere and socks everywhere and glasses and, you know, all that stuff. You guys know, none of us are perfect. All right, I'm gonna show you those corkscrew shrubs, the willow shrubs. And maybe they're trees, I don't know. We actually grew these from a bouquet that I made at a workshop for an Easter bouquet like 5 years ago. So when they started rooting in the vase, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna bump them up to a pot. And they've like, bam, got bigger. And I'm like, all right, let's just plant them outside. And they got so huge, and we've already retransplanted them once. And Jason's talked about these in another video. He's so proud of these, just because, like, I think he's just like impressed with their growth habits. So actually I got to come over here because it was so wet over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of show you guys the corkscrew willow tree thingies here. So here they are, and they're on the back of one of our front berms here. And they're so cool looking. And they get all these little curly Q branches, and it's so neat. But yeah, they just make for a really cool, unique look in like bouquets and floral arrangements and in your landscape. Super cool. And then today I also threw some fertilizer on all of our perennials. I wanted to make sure that they have a good start. Last year we had a lot of dry weather in the summer and the fall, and everything was so stressed, especially on this berm here. Let me just show you guys. So as you can tell, this berm is raised, and obviously when it rains, the water, you know, kind of just naturally grades downward. So if we're in a drought, they're not getting really any moisture there at all. We even put sprinklers on them last year, but it just was never enough. Whatever doesn't return this year, because I think that there's going to be some things that aren't returning just due to the stress that there was on it last year. We're just going to fill in with more perennials and kind of go from there. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. Jason's already called it a day, and it's been a beautiful day and such a fun one. I want more nice days like today. I know Jason does, I know the kids, I know everybody does, because we've had a really hard, rough winter, and even the spring so far. Like, this has been our nicest day in the past 3 weeks. It's been cloudy and rainy, so we are so grateful for today, and we are praying for more days like today. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That really helps us kind of spread the videos around. It's always really hard to kind of fight these algorithms here. All right, bye.